Hi, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about why you should have a journal. So I'm gonna give you overall 7 reasons why you should have a journal and why journal is useful and what practices you can use it for. So we often search for answers in countless books, in all the other outside resources than ourselves, and then when we don't find that answer, we are disappointed because we didn't find what we were looking for. But even though that sometimes can work, and it's of course useful to listen to some other people, to listen to some advice, but most of the times it's that advice and that the best answer is actually within yourself, and you actually know the best answer to your problems. It just takes some time and practice, so you have to actually dive deep into yourself to find those answers, because you actually and I believe that we actually get problems like those and difficulties in order to find answers and to overcome those difficulties, so then that we become wiser and that we can share those actually solutions with everyone else. So for me, I believe that the best way to find those answers is actually journal. And journal doesn't have to be anything like fancy or special. It can just be one normal basic notebook, either with lines or blank notebook, whatever you want. It just has to be something that you actually use regularly, and that you actually work on yourself using that notebook. So first of all, journal is a place where we can talk to ourselves. Lately I've seen a lot of people struggling with overthinking, and a lot of people are talking about that problem of overthinking. But when you actually have a place, space to talk about those problems, to share that, to share what's on your mind, you can actually you will overthink a lot less, because when you see what's actually going on, when you see that outside of your head, you then better understand what's going on. And when you write down your thoughts in the journal, then you're not gonna be overthinking, because you're gonna understand and see clearly what's going on, and it's gonna help you actually calm down. And that's one of the next benefits of journaling, but I'll come to that. So when you see actually more clear outside of your head that problem you have, that thought you have, it's gonna be much easier to actually understand yourself, and then that's directly correlated with the second benefit, to find the answers for yourself. So when you actually get your thoughts outside of your head, when you have a place to talk to yourself in the journal, you then can find answers much more easily than if you just think about that and you're just holding that in your head. And that's actually called overthinking, when you just have a million thoughts per second in your head. But when you put that down in the journal, it's everything is clear, and you understand actually what's going on. And then the third benefit actually of journaling is that it clears your mind. So when you actually put your thoughts on the paper, so that's just one of the practices you can use journal for, to actually empty your mind, to clear your mind, to just write down everything that's on your mind, everything that you have gone through today, and just let everything out. And then when you clear your mind, you have actually space and room for new thoughts, for new ideas, and you have actually power and energy to start over, to do something new, to learn something new, or to produce something new. Because when we have a lot of input today in our brains, but there's only limited storage space in our brains, and that's why it's really useful to clear out the mind from time to time, or even daily. And when you clear your mind, it actually brings another benefit, and that benefit is actually calming down. So when you clear your mind, when you get your thoughts on the paper, you understand what's going on, and you won't be overthinking, you won't be stressed out. You're actually gonna calm down when you realize what's going on. When you get a better insight, a better picture of what's actually happening, you're gonna calm down, because you're gonna realize that it's not actually that big of a deal, and that you can actually solve it, and you're already starting to think about some solutions that you can actually start implementing in order to resolve those problems. And then fifth benefit of journaling is actually awareness and better understanding of things. So as I've already said, when you put everything on the paper, you're gonna be able to see that outside of your head. So when you see the thought outside of your head on the paper, you're gonna be able to understand it way easier, and you're gonna have better awareness of what's going on, and then that way it's gonna help you solve those problems, think of new solutions, and actually it's gonna put you into the state of setting goals. And that's actually the sixth benefit of journaling, because when you are aware of what's going on, then you can start thinking of solutions, how to solve that problem, and then you're gonna be able to set goals in order to actually get better, to improve, or to fix those problems you have, or to achieve those new ideas or goals you want to achieve for yourself. So for me, when I have some of those problems, or when I realize that something is actually missing, that something is not working for me, or I find something new I find interesting, but more of these things, when I find that something is not working, then I write that down in the journal, and I have clear insight on what I'm working with, what's not working, what should I be working, and then I start thinking immediately of solutions, and then I write those solutions down on the paper, and then I can set goals and try to improve those areas that I'm working on right now. And final seventh benefit of journaling is actually collecting lessons. So when you have your journal, you can go through the day, through life, and when you go through life, if you keep your eyes open, and if you keep your ears open, then you're gonna definitely find some lessons, some really big, valuable lessons, and those lessons are not gonna be able to stick in your mind, because our brain is not made to hold ideas, is just made to process and to born new ideas, but it's not made to hold and memorize those ideas in the long term. And that's why you have to get those ideas out of your brain, and a journal is actually perfect place for storing that. It's like a second brain outside of your main brain. And for me, always whenever I hear some great idea, some great lesson, I write that lesson in my journal in one section, and then I have it all in the one place. All those lessons I have in the one place, and it's perfect, because months after that, you open that page and you see all those lessons all in one place, and then you can actually start reading them all over again, and it's a great place to get inspired again, and to learn, to remember, to refresh some of your knowledge that you had in the past. So to summarize again all these benefits of journaling, so the first is a place to talk to yourself. Second is finding answers for yourself. Third is clearing your mind. Fourth, calming down. Fifth is awareness and better understanding. Sixth is setting goals. And seventh is collecting lessons for yourself. So I hope this was helpful. Soon I'll be making a video on how to journal, and some and the story about my journaling journey. So or subscribe to this channel so you get notified when I upload that video. And I hope this was helpful, and I hope I encouraged you to start your journaling practice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.